Hey loves, Danny here, doing a response to Jennifer Ball's Halfway There spread. Love this little spread. She got this from the 365 tarot spreads, or the 365 tarot spreads, which I put on my wish list. So thank you, Jennifer. I'm definitely going to add that to my collection. I love spreads like this. And I was super excited because my birthday is in a few days. So I love doing like year in the past, upcoming year spreads around this time. So I felt like it fell perfect for me to try this spread as kind of like a check-in of the actual year, and then I'll do some other ones for my year ahead. So I thought it would be fun. So I went ahead and shuffled and all that good stuff, laid out my cards. This is going to be the Wildwood Tarot that I'm using today for this one. So let's dive in. First one, how have I grown since the new year? I got the 8 of Arrows, struggle. I feel like this is real validation for me. I really wanted to try to eliminate as much as possible that like struggle mentality this year because, sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna take a sip of water. And geez, Danny, I just started. All right. So I grew up in a place, I feel like Louisiana is really bad for that. And here's why. Like, I know everywhere people are like, oh, I struggle, but like Cajuns really like to express how much they struggle. And look, if you had the flu, they got the plague. You know what I mean? Like, but it's been that way because, you know, this is something that's been handed down. You know, their parents had to struggle. Their parents' parents had to struggle. They were kicked out of this place. They were kicked out of that place. They got pushed down here. They didn't know how. The whole Cajun story, as interesting as it is based upon the struggle of these Cajun people. So I feel like, in a way, it perpetuates here. And moving back home over the past couple of years, Jacob and I have really felt this, you know, heavy energy that we just keep trying to tell people, like, y'all, it's not that bad. Like, it's not that bad. So you have a lot of that in your ear, and it's hard not to, you know, almost kind of fall into that struggle mentality. So for the past 2.5, 3 years that we've been back, we've been like chipping away at that. And this year it was, you know, definitely one of those goals to be like, I'm not gonna let anybody else's issues kind of like bear down on me. And I feel like this really shows that it's working, you know, like it's that validation that I've grown out and grown past this struggle mentality. Of course, we all have those days where we feel like the struggle is way too real, but it's changing that mindset. So I'm really glad to see this card for that, you know. 2, what has helped me accomplish my goals this year? In this one, I got the 2 of Bows, decision. And it's exactly what I said, you know, I made the decision, right? Like, I made the decision to sort of pay attention to my thinking patterns and holding on, even in the fire, you know, really sticking to my guns. So I feel like what's helped me accomplish my goals has really been just being confident in my decision and holding tight, you know, no matter what's being thrown. So, yeah, I like that too. What can I be proud of? Wow. The Green Woman. I have to say, I think I know this speaks to embracing that feminine energy that I feel like I've lacked for so long, if I'm being honest. And that I really do need to be proud that I am trying to integrate this into my everyday life. I believe I mentioned it on one of my other videos. I don't really remember which one. But I talked about how like I stayed a lot in the masculine for a good part of my life. Maybe the decks for decades. Anyway, I work in a masculine fields. My friends are all very, a lot of my friends are in the masculine, right? So I feel like when I started to shift that energy, it was something that was new and like uncharted territory for me. But I've really been trying to embrace it and balance out that masculine energy with that feminine. And I feel like she's come to tell me that it's, you know, it's something that I need to be proud of, is trying to turn those tables and embrace that feminine spirit. So I think that's why she's appearing to me this way. What challenge have I overcome? And for this one, the Knight of Arrows, the Hawk. You know, honestly, first word that comes to mind with this guy, impulsiveness. Because I do tend to be impulsive. More so than, I don't know, more so than I should. I know it's great to do things on a whim, be spontaneous, and, you know, have that in your personality. I've been that way since I was young, but I've also been super impulsive. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's just do it. Is usually the story of my life. Seriously. But again, I have been paying more attention to this, in kind of everything that I do or decide to do. For the most part, it's still a big challenge for me, but I feel like I have overcome some hurdles in my impulsiveness when it comes to certain aspects of my life. And again, like allowing my feelings to be like automatically triggered and like impulsively say some just mean shit, or automatically jump to conclusions and just cave in on myself and be like, it's all my fault, and it has nothing to do with me. So my impulsiveness when it comes to some of my emotions, for sure, and habits, I feel like I have overcome. So impulsiveness for sure on that one. Let's see. What should my focus be for the next 6 months? I love this. My little hair. I talked about the hair popping up for me lately in my last video. And here I have the Queen of Bows, the hair again. So what should my focus be for the next 6 months? I feel like vigilance. Vigilance is key. Like just keeping that awareness of my surroundings, keeping that awareness of my own mind and my own emotions, and kind of continuing to move forward. Like when it comes to emotions and these things that I am working on, like you can't just put a band-aid on it, right? Because it'll bleed through. You can't just be done with it. It doesn't just automatically go away. This is something that's a constant, I don't want to say struggle. I almost said struggle, y'all. It's something that constantly comes up because we're always put in different situations. So I feel like with my Queen of Bows right here, it's not so much policing my thoughts, but being hyper vigilant as to what I'm projecting out. And lastly, what unexpected surprise waits for me? And I got the Nine of Stones, tradition. This is exciting because I've been diving into traditions lately. I've been doing a lot of reading of books on different books of shadows and grimoires and witches' journals and all kinds of stuff like that, watching people on YouTube. And I'm just trying to gather that knowledge and do what feels right and kind of dive in more or explore more of the things that really resonate with me. So maybe that's just, you know, creating my own new traditions, or you know, finding something that really resonates with me or something of that sort. And I'm all about some good rituals, y'all. I love some deep, earthy, you know, rituals, you know? I like that whole aspect of being connected with our ancestors, with these ancient people, and kind of going back to those roots. So that's what I'm hoping this guy is all about. So anyway, that is my halfway there spread. Thank you again, Jennifer. This was so fun. It was so awesome. So thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me for a while, and I will be back soon, you guys. Much love. Bye.